the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best to soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up their octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, the opposition ain't. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were
Coach, it's a pretty frigid December day in our nation's capital. We got our space heaters on full blast up in the booth at FedEx Field. Just as we were getting ready for air, both teams coming out of their locker rooms, out of the tunnel, and this crowd is pumped up as their Redskins get set to match up with the New York Giants. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A carry for Bryce Love, the 4th-rounder from Stanford. Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On 2nd down now, it's Love. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
And the Washington Redskins, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
No, set. Hey, Mike 50. Hey, here I come. Here I go.
On 1st down, here's Love. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Watch the twist, watch the twist.
On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins. And Reed with it over the middle. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 40.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because Most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that open things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good. That middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well. And he's got it.
On second down, it's Love. Now we've got a giant player here, slow to get up after that last play. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. From the gun, Haskins on third down. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
I'll put somebody else on that nigga.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys and continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Watch safety 3. Watch it. Hey, Sam off.
From the gun on third down, Jones. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Let's go. Do it.
At their own 27-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They'll run again with Love on first down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
From the 44, Haskins. And he's got his target. It's Vernon Davis. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Complete. Richardson has it. That catch good for 5. It's third down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's the Redskins in possession of the football. They're on the march, but facing a third down here.
Motion. Hey, check motion, man. Put your hands on him.
From the gun, it's Haskins. That's going to be caught. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
It's 59. Mike the 59. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
Going to give it to Love. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. A loss of 2 there. Second down. From back at the 4, here's second and goal.
Kill.
On second down, Love. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead grows to 10-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Just like that, a pickup and 20 on their first play from scrimmage. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Hey, lock it. Hey, Foxtrot. Let's go.
From the gun, Jones. He's got the rookie, Darius Slayton. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's tighten up.
Bravo. Get it.
Now Jones operating from the gun. Fighting through pressure. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Matt Ioannidis has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Now. Rock it. You're out.
He's trying to run out. He's going to run out route.
On second and a long way to go. Jones. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Here's Jones throwing on 3rd and long. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the carry, it's Love. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Third and 2, now Haskins. Hard throw, incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 28-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 2nd and 9, Jones throwing the out route incomplete. That's Tate. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
And 2 stops. Fair. Like.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Golden Tate, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
On 2nd and 15 now. Haskins. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Washington. DeAndre Hopkins, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Redskins get the quick strike touchdown. Hopkins with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Redskins 17, Giants 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenge on your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Because I should have made that tackle in the backfield.
Set, 8, read. Let's go. Hey, lock it. Ready?
Jones, off play action. Right side, Tate. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, Charlie.
Now Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
He's checking. Crash. Whip. Watch the whip. Hey, orbit. Let's go.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. It's caught. Shepard. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Now the Pro Bowl kicker, Aldrick Rosas. Last year, he hit one from 57. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess that in the locker room, they talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
You draw forfeit. Rock it. Hey, Delta.
Jones now from the gun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Jones. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. On 2nd and 7, Haskins. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. There for the sack, B.J. Hill. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule.
I didn't even realize that was fucking Barkley back there.
Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon.
So he got Barkley
He is going to
at
be
QB.
stopped cold
What kind of play
behind
he
the
running?
line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Man, get the hell out of here.
That'll put him at 96 yards receiving now for the game, and he's got a first down as well. A lot of eyes on Golden Tate this year to see if he can take over some of the production that OBJ had before he got shipped to Cleveland. You know, Beckham had 1,000-yard seasons 4 of his 5 years in New York. Golden Tate struggled at the end of last year in Philadelphia, but he had a really good run in Detroit, including 3,000-yard seasons in the middle of this decade. Jones now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Off the bootleg, Jones.
Man,
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they'll
This
get
nigga
this
getting
down
some
to the 10.
bullshit
Give
now.
him 14 on that one and a first down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
A first down carry for Barkley. And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
90 Wolf. That's it, baby. Hey, switch gears. Alert 3. Watch quick. Watch the 13 spill. Hey, exit.
2nd and 5 now. Jones. The quick slant caught. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Benjamin Watson. His first touchdown on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Rosas good with the extra point, and that will level the playing field at 17 all. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away.
I don't want to hurt love, so I ain't gonna pound the ground like I want to.
Be
I really can pound the ground.
End zone for a touchback.
I just don't want to hurt my guy.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
You ran out of bounds. Whoever the fuck that is, don't call me unknown.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. Caught left side, Hopkins. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
This is Love. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Right there.
It's a pickup of 3.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The catch and run there, good for 16 in the first.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, Love.
Yeah, right.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
You ain't doing nothing today.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Jordan Reed has it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 23. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
First down, here's the run with Peterson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again. Shut up. Here we go.
2nd down, Haskins. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's Haskins to throw, and he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his second touchdown of the afternoon, and the Redskins have taken the lead. Extra point good by Hopkins, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Well, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Hey.
Now Jones, a big spot for the rookie from Duke. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Fighting. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 23 here on the year, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Haskins will throw. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. Looking to throw, Haskins. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful.
At their own 31-yard line.
Got it.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there and handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Now Jones, operating from the gun. And Watson has it, right side. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Throwing Jones. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Tate. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And right now it all rests on the right foot of Aldrick Rosas. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And his kick is good. And the Giants win the football game. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for the Giants, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Washington, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles